Hey, we're at video 25. Let's just say it's been a lot gone through the last week, 5 days, 3 days. Every day's been intense. I'm gonna start by saying I'm sorry because I don't want to be one of those people that are just saying woe's me, my life is so hard and complicated, and everybody's is. It's just truth of it. It's truth of life. I feel like I got called on all my shit in the last, 72 hours, and rightly so. I gotta stop making excuses. There's no excuses for the way life is or how it plays out for each individual person. Some of us have a rough go at it. Some of us have way rougher than others. Some of us a little more carefree. It's just the hand you're dealt, really. I know what I want, and I know how I need to get there. I gotta stop once and for all trying to live both lives. I always thought I could find a middle ground, that there would be some magic little area in between that doesn't really truly exist, that I could live in, that it's not going to affect me, it's not going to kill me. I can still use, I can still function, I can still live a normal life, but there is no place that exists. And if you are, you're lying to yourself fully. I try to just fudge it, I don't know, try to lie to myself and say that this place was going to be where I could be, where I could have everything, but really I have nothing. If I can't commit to one way of living, I'm going to die, and that's a fact. There is no other if, ands, or buts about it. It's a fact. And going back to my same associations that I try to stay away from, or making new ones with the same type of people, is not going to get me better. It's not going to benefit me in any shape, way, or form other than setting me back and possibly killing me. People always die from that one last time, and why do I think that I'm going to be any different? I am out of control. Once I have that one time usage again, I very quickly use more and more and more and faster, and it's never enough, and tolerance goes up, and within days I can be playing with very dangerous amounts, lethal amounts. It's just a matter of time. The clock is ticking, and here I am still trying to figure out a way to live in both worlds. It's so stupid because it's so immature to think that it's going to be different for me. It's so mind-numbingly selfish to think that I'm going to be the exception to the rule when I never am. I stated that before. I know what I want, and I want to live, and addiction is living. It's time to be strong, be a man, and get my shit together already. It's been enough time. I can't do this anymore. I've always been reluctant to grow up because I felt like my childhood was taken too soon, and I never got to be a kid because I had to grow up too fast. Well, being reluctant to grow up now is not going to change that. It's not. I have always been a very strong-willed person. I have overcome everything that has come in my life and life has thrown at me, and I've succeeded in everything I set to accomplish because I gave myself no other choice but to succeed. And here I am, at the addiction death store, dangerously living out my days and letting myself be taken over by this bullshit. It stops now. It has to stop now. I wasn't kidding when I said it's just a matter of time. That time is no so much more in the future as it is right now. I can almost feel it lurking around every corner. I can feel it breathing on my neck. And life keeps telling me I'm getting too close. I'm getting dangerously close. I can see it. I can read the signs. And I keep pushing that envelope ever so farther. And for what? Just get high one more fucking time? I've been high enough in my lifetime. I don't need to get high again. It doesn't differ. It doesn't change. It doesn't get better. It's not a better high the next time. It's not anything. It lacks the more it goes on. So what the hell am I doing here? I'm being weak. I'm being stupid. I'm being selfish. I'm letting it destroy things in my life again because of this. I know I'm better than this. I know I'm better than all this shit that's happening. I'm letting happen because I'm just too weak to finally take that plunge and let my life change. Let it get better fully. Because what if life, in the back of my head, I'm like, what if life gets bad again? What if I need it? I don't need it. Why do I keep telling myself I need it? I don't ever need it. It's just the addiction part of my brain that hijacks me and just runs it rampant. And like, why? I learned all about this. I studied addiction. I know what it does to your brain. I know how it manipulates and lies. And yet, I still let it. Well, the meeting tonight I went to was my home group meeting, and just say there was a lot there that was said that I needed to hear. I really had to let myself hear it and let it sink in for once. I'm mad at myself for not being stronger, but I can't dwell on it. It's never too late to stand up and do the thing that you know you have to do because it's the right thing to do. And if you don't do it, you're not going to be here to be trying to do it later. So here I'm looking at myself, seeing it in my eyes, seeing it in my face. The reality really sinking in. And it's scary. I'm scared. My biggest fear right now is that something in life is going to happen beyond my control. And I am going to break down on the use. And that last time will be the last time. That's how it ends for everybody. Pretty much. And that terrifies the hell out of me. But maybe it's not such a bad thing. Because I don't want that to be me. It can't be me. I won't let it to be me. Not if I do what I'm supposed to do the work I'm supposed to do, not let myself be weak and fall back into these patterns and habits that I spent years building, because I've proven way more than once you can change. You can change everything about you. You can better your life. You can flip it around. And when you think all is lost, you still have a chance. If you want it bad enough. So, I want this more than anything, and I'm going to fight at nothing to get it, and fight to stop at nothing to get it. I will fight and claw my own self if I have to get to where I need to be, because I want it more than anything. I need to be here to pass on my legacy Because it's going to be great. Mark my words. And I'm going to do great things still. And I'm going to affect many lives. That's all I ever wanted. Be a positive influence in this world. And that's what I have to do to get what I want, be who I want to be. I will stop at nothing. It's time to put these feelings of, I don't know what to call them, the past behind me. I know I'm better than this. I know that. I know that I am so much stronger than I've been giving myself credit for. And I do know that when I said last Sunday I wasn't going to use anymore, it was the last day and I was going to start Monday fresh, sober. And then I decided last minute to get a little bit more before Sunday ended because it still was the same day. And that was my rationality. And I got into that bad bike accident. And 1 second in that accident would have made all the difference. 1 second. 1 exact second. And I would have hit that car that caused the accident would have hit me straight on. 1 second. And I could have been dead. And I felt like that was God's way of bitch slapping the hell out of me and saying, what the fuck, you said no more. And I've been thinking about that nonstop. 1 second would have made everything different. How many more fucking chances is he going to give me? I don't think many. I don't think any. I don't think I deserve any. I was just told to read the signs. Well, the signs are big fucking flashing lights every time. But yet, how do I keep going back? I'm stupid. For one, addiction is such a bitch, but I'm seeing these signs and I'm ignoring them, pretending they're not telling me what they're telling me. I don't know. I can't be this person anymore. I don't care how alone I feel like I'm gonna feel, or what part of life there's a part of me that thinks I'm missing, but like, it's not worth it. This lifestyle is not worth it. You're not missing anything. You're missing hanging out with the same people, having the same conversation because they're high and they only have the same conversation every single time you see them until they overdose and they're dead. Then you overdose and you're dead. And then you're all dead for what? For fucking drugs. I hate this world and the fact that drugs are as rampant as they are. The government really doesn't do anything to change anything. Lets people just drop like flies. There's no real encouragement for help out there. Not as much as there should be. That's part of me why I made these videos. To show that you're not alone. That there are people struggling so hard all around you. Sometimes you don't even know. You don't even see them. They don't open up to you. I guarantee you there are people in your life right now that you don't know that's going through this exact same thing, but they're doing it silently. I promise you there is. You'd be surprised how many people don't open up about this. Because it's so shunned and shamed by society and people. Like, oh, you're a drug addict. Oh, God. You're the terrible, most thing I've ever met. We're just people that lost their way, that's gone through traumatic, horrible things, and didn't know how to deal with it because we were never taught how to. That doesn't make us bad people. We're all good people at heart. That's why we ended up where we are. That's the sad part. When a good person is used and abused, manipulated, lied to, and just hung out to dry, we don't know what else to do with it. But it's never too late. Well, when you're dead, it's too late. But as long as you have a heartbeat, it's not. I'm choosing life. I'm choosing to keep going. I'm choosing to fight my hardest and I've ever fought in my life so I can keep it. Because it means everything to me. And I'm not giving up. I refuse to give up. I refuse to give up my life. Because my life matters. And the people in my life matter to me. And I'm doing this not just for me. Because these people in my life, my family, my friends, are wonderful people. And they deserve the best of me. And I deserve the best of me too. So, this is my pledge from this day forward. I have to put 100% in. I can't keep dropping the ball. I can't. It's going to cost me my life. And I just wanted to say this. This will be my turning point in my series. Where everything changes. Because it has to. With that being said, it feels good to say that. It feels good to have the realizations that I've been having. I feel like that fire in me that was dwindling came back with a vengeance. And that's what I need to keep going. That's what I need to be strong. And that's what I'm going to do. Now watch me move. That's it for now. Bye.